Is how to program your Mobile Alert HD. You'll download Meitrack Manager, and then once you see that icon, click on it and this program will come up. Now, to get a good view of this, you'll want to make this in full screen mode and the highest resolution you can. The first tab there is the device tab. The only thing you have to program on this one is you'll notice it's showing no sleep. So to extend the battery life, we'll put it on deep sleep. Tick that one right there and click write. Notice down here it shows write data successfully. Once you see that's finished, you'll then move to the next tab. So click on tracking. The only thing we need to change here is make the APN. Now I've got a Telstra card in here, so I'm going to make it telstra.internet and we'll save that one. We're in Perth, so we're going to change the time zone to 8 hours, which translates to 480 minutes. We'll save that and click on that so that that's now saved. Skip geofence, move to the authorized page. Now this is where you'll type in the phone numbers of the emergency contacts. We highly recommend you use mobile numbers rather than landline or 000, even though you can use landline or 000. We'll do two examples of mobile and one with 000 as contact 3. Just to show you the advantages and disadvantages of each. When the SOS button is pressed, it's going to call and text the 3 emergency contacts in sequence. So contact 1 gets the first call. Everybody gets the text with the mobile number first, so we'll give contacts 1 and 2 the text, and then the call we tick right here like this. Now 000 isn't going to get a text, so we'll just tick call only for them. If it rings out on contacts 1 and 2, well, then it'll call 000. But the more likelihood is with mobile numbers, it's going to go to voicemail. So if that happens, where let's say it goes to voicemail for number 1, well, what we can do is with the phone icon button, if we tick this one right here, this means that by pressing the phone icon button, it will automatically go straight to contact 2 because we have that tick there. If we wanted to go to contact 3, we tick it like that, which is probably the better idea because 000 is always going to answer the phone. So if the user in an emergency needs to speak with someone, that's probably the best arrangement right there, is to have that tick go to 000. If the user of the HD needs prompting to or reminding to plug the device in, well, we can give the emergency contact a low battery alert text by ticking right there like that. Scrolling down, let's look to where it shows reply location. Now, we like that to say actually the word location. If contact 1 wanted to be able to find out where the user was, by having that tick there, all that contact 1 needs to do is call the phone number of the user of the HD, and even if they hang up after a couple rings, it'll come back with the device location. It comes back in a text that when you click on the link, it'll open up a Google map and show the emergency contact right where the user is. That's one way to get the location, by call. The other way is by text. Refer to the programming codes guide to see what the text message is that you'd send. Now let's move down here to the bottom where it shows fall down. Tumble is the first word that it would read if the fall detection goes off. I personally like it to say fall alert rather than tumble, so we change that to that word right there. Now let's suppose that the 2 contacts want to get the fall down alert. The default for fall down is for it to be off. The only way to turn it on is by text message, but before we send it a text, we can tell it what we want it to do. So let's say in this case we want the fall down to go by text to these 2 mobile numbers. Well, we would tick in this SMS column a tick there and a tick there, so that when fall detection goes off, it's going to send a text to both of those. And the way these people know that it's a fall alert rather than the SOS is being pushed is by virtue of the fact that this says fall alert. Now refer again to your programming codes guide to see what text would be sent to turn it on. Even though these are ticked, if fall detection goes off, nothing's going to happen until you actually switch the fall alert on, and that needs to be done by text. So once all of these things have been ticked on this page that you want ticked, we'll then click on Write, and we notice down here that it's going to take a moment to write the data successfully. Once that's done, we know that this page is now finished, and we're all good to go with that. Thanks for listening. If you have any other questions, give us a call.